Welcome back to Right Answers Mostly Pop Culture Edition. I'm Tess Bellomo.
I'm Claire Donald.
And it feels good to be back, Rammies. It really does.
We missed you so much, Tess.
Oh, I missed you more. The FOMO was FOMOing.
The TikTok that you made, if you guys don't follow us on TikTok, follow us at Right Answers Mostly. She did the one about Diana talking about Camilla and Charles and being like, there feels like there's a third in this marriage when I record with another co-host.
It's hard not to get jealous, but it's something I work on every day.
Might I remind you, you were in a 5-star hotel in Italy while you were saying that you were jealous. So let's just keep things in perspective.
For sure. But it's hard not to be here. I'm here every week.
I know. Well, we're so glad that you're back. And if you guys want a recap of Tess's honeymoon, because I was getting a live recap, Tess and I truly had not caught up since she was back. We do it all on our premium channel, which you can join in our show notes.
Please do, $7.99 a month. It's where, we just dive into everything personal. We cry, we laugh, we cry some more.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Obviously. Yeah, what else is there?
Nothing. Oh my God, we have so much to talk about this week.
Yeah, should we just dive into what's been going on in the celebrity pop culture world? I think we should start with the news of the new Bachelorette, Claire.
I totally agree, Tess.
So it's like, it feels crazy to even say. I mean, like, I'm still processing it.
When I saw this on Instagram, my jaw literally dropped.
It's such a choice. Okay, so if you guys don't know, we have Taylor Paul is the new Bachelorette. You might know her from Mom Talk. She is the star of Mom Talk. And, that's just kind of not even up for debate. Like, she put them on the map.
Well, she is such a natural star, and we talked about this in our Mom Talk recap. It's like all of the other girls are fighting for their lives to be the star of Mom Talk, and Taylor's always like, whatever. And she just is.
She just is. She knows how to stir the pot. She knows how to keep the show interesting. Like, she is such a reality star. Like, she was put on this earth to do this. But I do have fears for her being the Bachelorette.
Well, I do as well, Tess. We are both really big Taylor fans.
Yeah, we defend her because I think she does have a good heart.
I hope so. If anything, I feel like, yeah, okay, you're right.
I guess that's hard to say that as like a blanket statement because of her past and
the people she associates with
and her beliefs and so
yeah.
I think God, how do I put this? Maybe not a good heart, but I root for her and I want her to keep improving.
Same. And like X out the people in her life, like her parents, honestly, and that scrub Dakota. My thought was Dakota is someone needs to call and check on Dakota constantly.
Well, do you think he's going to show up and that's going to be like in the most dramatic episode yet? Like they've been saying for
so good.
85 years. I'm like, if I have to hear that one more time.
Well, I haven't watched The Bachelor since COVID. And when I was messaging the people about this, their thoughts, I got a lot of feedback of like, I haven't watched in years and you better believe I will be tuning in.
Of course, because it's going to be unhinged. Like, and I actually do believe that we talk about this a lot with Housewives. Like, we need to bring reality TV back to be like watching people be truly destructive and chaotic.
Well, of course. It is Housewives right now. I was texting you and Alice about this last night. Is so formulaic in a way that is so boring. They go to a coffee shop or a restaurant at 3 p.m. or they go to a boutique or they do an activity like a beach picnic. And that's literally it. And they talk about fake made up drama that is for the shows. We don't get to see their real life. We don't get to know anything about them. I've had enough.
OC is the worst culprit of it all right now. Like the way that they are making this show, like it's just disgusting. It's disgusting.
It's like a disgrace. And how dare you as viewers, like, how dare you do that to us? We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
And when you're watching like old season, like Roni season 8, you're literally like, oh my God, they used to just like last minute be like, let's go get drunk at happy hour. And do you want to come over? And we could like, it was so authentic and like full of life and love.
I know. I actually was thinking last night, I can't believe I'm going to say this.
Oh God.
I think it's time for Housewives to go night-night for a second. I do. I think like let's see what Salt Lake will do. But again, to me, it's like Real Housewives of Salt Lake City almost shouldn't even be called Real Housewives of Salt Lake City because it's so on its own and it's so camp.
I know, should almost be like on Hulu, like Mom Talk.
Yes. Well, Hannah Aaron Brown in her podcast, Not Aspirational, just said today that Hulu is coming for Bravo's spot when it comes to reality TV. And I completely agree. I just think that we've lost the plot and we are beating a dead horse. I'm sorry, that's a problematic phrase. And we just need to put it to bed and start from scratch.
It's hard to think about, it's hard to hear, but it is just the reality of, you know, all that we do is now hate watch it, but it's not even a fun hate watch. You're literally, it just feels like you're like trying to get back together with an ex and you're like, the love is not there. I'm just mourning what it used to be and the memories. And like, I've had enough. So why am I here?
You're staying for the familiarity of it all. But like, you're right, the love is not there. And I'm not, Bravo, please do not come for us. You know that we are your biggest fans and like, we're dying to get back on as bartenders. Like, you have some good shit coming out. Next Gen NYC, Summer House, like Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. But the rest?
I mean, they proved themselves when they tried to recreate New York or, you know, revamp New York. And it was like, we enjoyed it, but there were so many things also just wrong with it. And it's like, I mean, but you know that Luann and Sonia and Ramona are on the edge of their seats right now trying to get something.
But I don't really want it, Tess, to be honest. Like, I think that their time has come and gone.
The only thing I want is girls' trips season once a year, because that's just, it's camp, it's silly. You can only see, it's 8 episodes where you're like, no, these crazy kids. I'm like, bring back girls' trips. But like, there was that sexual harassment thing.
Well, Brandy ruined it for everybody.
And isn't that the story of Brandy Glanville?
No.
Glanville.
Well, that is the story of Brandy Glanville, and we've been saying that.
We've been saying it.
That's the thing that sucked, too, because it was going to be such a good season. We had Brandy, we had Caroline, we had Alex McCord. Who else was on there? Was Lisa Hotchkin on there?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yes. God, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
That's I'm like, we needed that. And wasn't it in, like, Morocco or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, season 3 of Roni when they go to Morocco and the psychic.
Well, I'll never forget Luann on that camel.
Oh,
so.
But it's like those moments. And now they're just like going to like weird workout classes and just talking about how, like, it's just crazy. It's crazy.
I know. So I never thought that we would be here, but I think that just shows how deep our love is because we care about it that much.
I agree, Claire. I agree. So I do think like having Taylor on The Bachelorette will bring back some little pizzazz that we need. My concerns.
Please.
Her mental health.
Well, yes, of course.
Of course.
Number one.
And I am wondering, so then is she going to, because whoever she ends up with, right, like probably would have to want to move to Utah / be Mormon themselves?
I'm like, are we still pretending that Taylor's Mormon?
I mean, she doesn't go to church. She got kicked out of the church.
I don't know. I feel like, God, there's so many it seems like Mormonism is so cafeteria style, like Christianity, which seems to be the case for a lot of Christianity, and I'll just leave it at that. That it's like, I don't know what's okay and what's not okay anymore. You know, we're shooting ourselves up with laughing gas, but we can't have a cup of coffee.
But here's the other thing, like Taylor, I don't think right now drinks, and the Bachelor and Bachelorette franchise has been, it's all about getting drunk.
Remember that one girl? God, I think about her from time and time again, where she drank out of the bottle of champagne and the champagne shot up her nose.
Wait, what season was that?
God.
I
think it was Peter the pilot season.
Okay, I think that was one of the last seasons I watched.
I think I stopped watching in COVID. I was like, what are we doing?
It started feeling like you're just sick to your stomach, really.
Yeah, Claire and then like Matt James season. I watched when I was a really young kid, the first season, which was inappropriate, and then I started watching JoJo season again. Fell off at COVID.
JoJo is pregnant.
Oh, she is? Oh, good for them.
Yeah, they suffered I think a couple miscarriages, and she was very open about it. So she just posted like, what's it called? An angel baby, a rainbow baby.
Yeah.
So they're just like so happy, and I'm very, very happy for them.
I am as well. That was a really good season.
They had such intense sexual chemistry that you were just like, and I'm not surprised that they're still together. I did meet them when I was serving them as a barista once.
No way.
Can I say?
Of course.
He was so sweet.
Oh, I love.
Eye contact, asking how we all were, asking so nice. She was so cold and mean.
Really?
She like, did not like that he was talking to us. She was really snippy. Like I was trying to explain like what was in like a certain drink. I'm trying to remember because it was so long ago. And she was like, okay, well, that's like not what I'm interested in at all. And her mom was there and she was like kind of hiding between her mom, like didn't say thank you. Oh my God, I forgot this. She went to the screen and did no tip. I forgot about that. And I felt like I was like personally attacked.
Well, JoJo, come on. There's just like, no, I mean, a lot of people don't tip at coffee shops. And you guys, I'm here to say, like, give a tip. Even if it's drip coffee. And I say that because I've been a barista.
Same. Always just give $1. It's
I
like,
agree.
what's $1 gonna, you probably just spent $1 to park there. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, I'm very happy for her, but she was not nice to me.
I saw him because he's still doing like ESPN broadcasting. But I was watching the game at Sarah's house last week and I was like, look at Jordan. Good for him. You know, when that show was going on, everyone was like, Jordan's the problematic one. And that's why Aaron Rodgers isn't like talking to his brother. And now I think in hindsight, people are like, Aaron Rodgers is
now
not
we
okay.
see it for what it is.
Yep, exactly.
And we always do. But back to Taylor.
Yeah, I'm like, why can we not stay on Taylor?
Okay, here's another concern I have.
Okay.
So whoever she ends up with, like, let's say she probably is going to say she wants someone Mormon, right? Or
I
like,
don't know.
Or someone at least that's going to move to Utah because that's like where her kids are.
Yeah, I think that that will be a conversation piece. I feel like they're like, we'll start long distance and then I don't know. I think they're not going to get hung up on that though, because are these people coming here to really find love?
Yeah, that's true. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
It's also like, God, she has 3 kids from two different relationships. Like that's a lot to walk into as well. If we're pretending that this is all for love and stuff, like
yeah, I guess we have to live in that space of like that's where we have to pretend that matters at all.
Yeah, like I mean, clearly, it's just gonna be influencers and all of that, but like it's a lot to take on.
How old is Taylor?
I think she's like 27.
Yeah. Okay. So interesting. I'm just like, what group of guys are we gonna get?
You know what's funny about Taylor? She really, like, I can picture the type of man that is so into her. You know what I mean? Like, she's spunky and she's a hot little thing.
Yeah.
And she's like sassy. I think like it has to be a man that like likes the little bit of crazy to be,
Well, of course.
To be honest. And like, I think guys are going to really like her because I think she draws them in.
I can already see like a preview of the season and there's going to be some fist fight or something. And she's going to have to like try to get in the middle of that. She's going to be like, stop it. Like I can already see it all now.
Oh, of course. We're going to have to listen to her cry, which to me is very painful. She does not have a easy cry to listen to. It's
oh, really? I can't even think about it.
Oh my God. She goes, this is going to be aggressive, but she goes, like, it's like very much like that. And then like, and she cannot catch her breath. And she's like, I just wanna, and it's like the heaving.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe she won't have such intense cries when her family isn't telling her to stay with an abusive man, so who knows?
That's true.
I'm emotionally abusive.
How do you think how does Mom Talk feel about this?
Oh, Mom Talk is so jealous. Oh my God, they're going to lose their mind. Okay, but some of the girlies will be on the season.
Oh, yeah, that's so true.
They'll come on, like they're going to have to do, let's make some predictions. Like they're going to do like a Chippendales challenge. Oh, they'll do Chippendales because of Mom Talk.
That's
so they'll
so
do a Chippendales challenge and like Ben will, or what's her face? Jen will come on and like be a judge with Taylor and something like that.
Oh, they'll do like a blind soda tasting or something. Like she'll see how they can handle laughing gas for like there's going to be weird things that they're going to try.
Yes.
To
I mean, Disney is just making so much money because Disney owns Hulu and ABC. Like, it's all within the same family. It's so smart.
God, it's smart. And it's bringing a whole new generation to watching The Bachelorette, because, like, I think Gen Z is a little bit like, what the fuck is this? It's, like, kind of problematic. And now it's back.
God, has The Bachelor been on for 25 years? I think so.
Yeah, which is wild.
That is so crazy. And you know what? There's like some stars that are about to cross our desk that we don't even know about.
When does it start? This fall?
I think this, oh, no, it starts, I think, in January because I think Mom Talk comes back in November. And
Oh,
I think
good.
that The Bachelor starts in January.
Well, guys,
Bachelorette.
we will be recapping both.
Yes, of
So,
course.
you know what? I am excited for like bringing back Bachelorette nights. Like that feels very like comforting to me because just used to be such a thing. Like that could be fun. You know, like the girls getting together and
I agree. Having something to root for.
that's all we need right now, you know?
That's really all we need. So, Taylor, we're wishing you well on your journey. We hope you find love.
We do. We have your back, and sometimes we even shouldn't, but we still do. So just remember that.
Oh, God, it's true. It's true. Okay, what should we talk about next?
Should we talk about the new couple alerts, couples happening everywhere?
There are so many new couples in Hollywood. Which one stands out to you the most right now?
Zoe Kravitz and Harry Styles.
Okay, so they're everywhere, and people are quick to say that it's PR. What do you think?
I am weirded out by two people like that who are so famous. You know, Harry Styles, like, is a pop star. Like, he's a star, and I love her too. Why they're calling back grid on themselves?
Yeah, because was it Dumois, which you guys, like, I know Dumois is, like, not the be-all, end-all, but, like, they had someone on from Backgrid that said that we only go when celebrities call us, right?
Yeah, Backgrid is like, if you see the Backgrid logo, it generally means that it was from their camp, either their, publicist. But it's like, I think growing up, I've just realized like, oh, celebrities call paparazzi themselves pretty much all the time, unless it's literally like a blurry photo. But like, these are very like bad, video falling, like they were being recorded all day.
Yeah, I think that you can tell now, like when it is like when a celebrity calls paparazzi versus not, because it's like, it's just, I'm repeating exactly what you said. It's a clear photo. It's in like a very public space. Like the fact that they're just walking down the street like that.
Also, like they generally look good. They have a nice outfit on. Yeah, I'm just like, what's with why are they so eager?
I don't, especially in New York. Like I feel like that's where celebrities go to like not get paparazzi because you can be so much more low key. There's so many people out. Yeah, I don't know. It really creeps me out in a way too.
It just weirds me out. Like, and she's pretty public with her relationships. Like with Channing Tatum, they were paparazzi'd all the time in kind of a similar way. So maybe it is something from her team just being like, everyone, like people love this and you have a really good roster and you're a gorgeous woman.
Oh my
like,
God.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
I mean, it just looks good for both of them. They are both so hot and like their style together is so good too.
Do you think Taylor cares?
I think that it's like weird to not. Like, listen, I know that she's engaged now. It's been so long. And Hannah and I kind of talked about this, but like, it was a significant relationship in her life. And I feel like if you have a significant relationship in your life, that shit like never goes away. Even the non-significant relationships in my life. Like I'm thinking of a person that if one of my friends were to date them, I would be like, what?
I think I know who you're thinking about. And also like
the hot one.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. And also like I'm married. If you started dating my first boyfriend, I'd be like, that's fucking weird. Even though that was 15 years ago, I'd be like, weird. I don't know.
I completely agree. I'm like, I know that celebrities live in a different world than we do, but they're just like people at the end of the day.
Yeah, there's still, and like, I don't know, we'll never know what happened with Taylor and Harry Styles, but like, seems like he broke her heart.
He did break her heart.
Right?
I feel like we do know what happened with Harry Styles. Like he did break her heart. She like, went home on the boat or whatever. Like, will we ever know it from his side? No, but like, yeah, he definitely broke her heart.
Yeah. So it's just like, huh.
I know. It's odd because I feel like Zoe is a really close friend of Taylor.
Like, especially like recently. Didn't she collaborate? What song did she collaborate on with her? It was something on Midnights, right?
Zoe Kravitz?
Yeah. I'm going to do live journalism and check.
Okay. I feel like I'm also like scared to talk about Taylor right now too because people are scaring me.
Well, you should tell. We talked about it in premium, but you should.
Okay, yeah, I guess I should tell it for the main feed. So you guys, like, I have started posting on my personal TikTok, and
drop that handle. drop
Oh,
the handle.
thank you so much, Tess. You can follow me at Claire Donald 823 on my personal TikTok and Claire J Donald on my personal Instagram. And it all goes back to Ram. But in this video, I was making a video of like my life in LA. And part of that was when I did the cut shoot, met and became friends with Taylor, went to the AMAs. So then someone asked me about that. I made a video talking about going to the AMAs as Taylor's date. And people freaked the fuck out. And it was just a video of like my experience of like, this was really fun. Like I was obviously very respectful, but people took the date part and ran with it.
The Gaylors, you guys, it's intense energy.
It's such intense energy. I will like never like even play in that area ever again because I'm so freaked out by the Gaylor community. And then they were all like, you knew what you were doing. I would say I'm going to go on a date with my mom to get a coffee. That doesn't mean a romantic date, you freaks.
Like, literally, also, you're allowed to say whatever you want. This is your, like, just because, like, it was an experience with a famous person doesn't mean that you can't talk about your experience. You know, like, you were a part of that, too. So everyone just being like, like, I'm just like, shut up. You guys are, it's weird. It's weird behavior and it's creepy.
It's really creepy behavior. And so, yeah, everyone's like, oh, and then they were like dissecting because I was like, we were dancing. Were we dancing well? No. And then they're like, were you dancing with your hands tied? Like, it's just gotten out of control. But
everyone was like, that's her maroon. I was like, oh my God.
So the Gaylors are really scaring me on my TikTok. And then someone was like, how dare you not shut it down? I was like, I said on a comment, it wasn't romantic. And you think I'm going to be able to shut down that beast?
You can't do it. You know what? With the Swifties, you can't do anything right, but at least it, hey, people are following you because of it, so whatever.
It gave me some engagement so you guys can like continue, I guess. But anyways, it was just like, I'm scared to talk about Taylor now. It's so scary out there.
It is scary.
I wish her nothing but like well wishes. And like, I was just talking about my experience and boy, did the beast get unleashed.
The beast will be unleashed. There's nothing that we can do. There's nothing we can do.
Literally.
But I looked up Zoe Kravitz. So she helped her write Karma and Lavender Haze. And she has writing credit on both of them.
Interessant. Yeah, I mean, they're very close. So I'm just like a little confused about it all.
Also, guys, if you haven't seen Zoe Kravitz's directorial debut, what's it called again?
Blink Twice.
Claire and I loved it, and I feel like it was kind of slept on, and like the subject matter is definitely sensitive, so like trigger warning to, God, I mean, kind of gives it away. But
it's
like,
just being a woman, I think.
Just being a woman and all of that, it's intense, and I think that's why like not a lot of people are talking about it.
I agree.
It was fantastic.
Fantastic. It was firing on all cylinders, writing, acting, directing, cinematography. I don't have enough good things to say about it. I loved it.
Damn, I loved it. My God. It was just, everyone go stream it, go rent it, do what you gotta do.
Well, Zoe Kravitz is just like so naturally talented and cool. Like, look at who her parents are.
So I also think everyone forgets that she was married for like 18 months. And this was only a couple years ago.
She was asked on the red carpet what her favorite party that she's ever been to was. She was like, my first wedding. Because I think, it won't be her last, I'm sure. But I thought that was such a chic answer too, to like be divorced and be like, my first wedding was so fun.
Wow, that's chic.
Yeah, isn't that chic? It's so Hollywood too.
And it's also nice to like not shit on something. Like, who knows what happened between them? But I feel like if you're saying that, like maybe it wasn't terrible. Like, who knows? But that's like a nice to stay positive.
I agree. It's so Hollywood.
God, it is so Hollywood. My Lord.
I actually do see Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz together. They make sense to me. I think it's just the paparazzi of it all that is a bit odd.
I have pause, but I do like them together. I mean, like, what a hot couple. Like, what's not to like? But what are your thoughts of Emrata and Austin Butler on a date in NYC?
So it's Emrata and Austin Butler. And then who was Jacob Elordi seen with?
Jacob Elordi. Oh, who was he seen with? Well, he was just seen again with Olivia Jade.
I'm upset. I was just like, because it was like, it seems like it was, no. It wasn't Jacob Elordi. Sorry. It was, what's the name that he looks like kind of those creatures? Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell was with someone.
Glenn Powell's with Olivia Jade.
That's what it is. It seems like all the hot boys were out with with the girlies.
With the girlies.
Yeah. And it was like at the same time and kind of incestuous throughout Hollywood. But that's Hollywood. That's showbiz, babe.
Here's what I'm going to say. I can picture Glenn Powell and Olivia Jade together.
I can too. That makes sense to me. I think that out of all of Jacob Elordi, Glenn Powell, and Austin Butler. I feel like they are like the eligible bachelors right now. Jacob Elordi has the Raz, like creme de la creme.
Who, besides yourself, of course, would you want him to be with? Like, if you could couple him up with someone like in Hollywood, who would it
Hmm.
be? Because to me, Olivia Jade and him did not make sense. And they do not make sense. I obviously don't know these people at all, but just from like looking at them, I was like, what is this all
Yeah.
about?
Yeah. You know who I could see him with is like, and this would be such a hot couple, is that singer Olivia Dean, who is like on the rise right now, and she's so gorgeous and she's so talented. I really don't know that much about her, but looks wise, would love to see them together.
Also, you know who'd be hot? I don't know if she's with someone or she's married. Devin Lee Carlson.
Oh, stop. She actually does have a boyfriend. Devin Lee Carlson, you guys, is this model that I just think she is the coolest. She's so smiley. Her vibe is top tier.
She's so, so hot.
So also the backstory on her is she was dating this guy. I think he was he was the lead singer of, what is it called? The Neighborhood. All I am is
Is
a
a
man.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. So lead singer of that group, while they were dating, allegedly, he cheated on her with Billie Eilish, and Billie Eilish and her were really good friends, which is why Billie Eilish then wrote the song Wildflower on her album, because Devin Lee Carlson's phone case company is called Wildflower, and it's about like how I hurt her.
That's her company?
Yes.
God damn.
Her and her sister.
Chic as hell.
I know. I want a wildflower case so bad.
Also, how hot is it when you're dating like the lead singer of a band? Like, it's just so cool. It's like, I think it's like one of the coolest things. Like, it's cooler than like dating an actor. Like, it's hot.
I completely agree. I think that this guy is like quite a bit older than Billie Eilish, though, which is like yuck. But Devin Lee Carlson is like in a very happy relationship, it seems, from her Instagram. But that would be such a hot couple.
God, they would be hot. Yeah, I wonder who he'll date next. I mean, so Olivia Jade was seen at the Frankenstein premiere, like lurking in the corner.
Like quite literally lurking. But didn't he like walk past her and not acknowledge?
Yes. And God, it's just, but you know what? She has so many fans.
Yeah.
Like her, I always expect people, because people are pretty mean to Nepo babies and mean to women that are dating desirable men. And so I always expect people to be commenting like, people love her. She gets hundreds of comments. I look through them. There's not a single one bullying her.
And not only that, like she went through all of the college essay scandal, like in the worst way. That woman is invincible.
I think she's invincible. Yeah, she got like a really unfortunate, which she admitted, like a lip tattoo
On the inside?
Or no, like a stained lip, but she tattooed her lips like bright red.
Honey, I understand that lip stain that I got that Tess has does not hit in the same way, but at least mine eventually fades.
Yeah, and so she's always like, guys, like, because I was looking through her TikTok and I was like, why does this woman have bright red lips at 7 a.m. when she's doing Get Ready For Me? So I was like, there's something kind of unsettling about that. Like, why are you putting on
for me?
Get ready for me.
Can we change?
Get ready for me. Let's start a trend.
Hey guys, get ready for me.
Just like, let me watch my princess. But then she was like, God, I can't do anything bad. And people were like, no, it looks amazing. I was like, if that happened to us, people would be like, you're disgusting. And
you should rot in hell for your red lips.
I was like, God damn it. She really has she's invincible.
I do think that people early in their career, people are chosen whether the world will love you or hate you. And but with us, sometimes we really teeter. We
really teeter. It's like we get almost there. And then, someone is like, you deserve terrible things to happen to you. And we're like,
but we just keep trucking along. But for Olivia, it seems like, she's really shining in the light.
She's shining in the light, good for her.
God, Jacob Elordi's Venice Film Festival fits were just like...
Seeing him cry for Frankenstein.
I can't wait to see that movie.
There are so many good movies coming out. I actually don't know how to... I'm like, we're going to be seeing a movie a week?
Well, honey, it's a great time to be an AMC A-list member.
Clock that T.
Clock that T, sis. We went to see Splitsville, you guys, on Tuesday.
Claire sat next to a dog.
I sat next to a dog in the front row. So when Tess was like, come to the movies with us, with Tess and her Bitcoin boo, and I looked at the seating and I was like, oh, there's only front row, so I'll catch you guys later. And Kanal was like, well, that's right in front of us. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll go. It's reclining seats. Like, how bad could it be? Wow, it was intense.
Yeah, because it was kind of intense in the second row, and I kept looking at you being like, how's she doing up there?
I mean, it was like hard to grasp the whole picture, but I did get like really good like shots of Dakota Johnson's makeup, which I will be running to Sephora to get whatever lip combo she was wearing throughout the whole film.
She's just unreal pretty.
Stunning. But yes, there was a old dog that was sitting next to me and at one point started wheezing during the film. I was shaking because I was trying so hard not to laugh.
Saw you, like your shoulders just, and then I started to laugh.
And then he had a little water bowl next to him.
Stop.
I was just like, I'm obsessed. We should be bringing our dog to the theaters more.
I was like, why isn't Tuffy an AMC member? I mean, he actually would probably bark and be a little bit destructive. But I agree. Bring dogs everywhere.
Bring dogs everywhere. Yeah, this woman, like in between, I was like, what is going on in the front row? And the front row, everyone kept getting up and walking around. And at one point, the dog was retrieved by another woman too. So he was just like, I was like, should I go up and pick up that dog and sit him next to me? I don't know.
There was truly so much happening in the front row. I was like, everyone just take a seat. Like we're watching a movie. It was, guys, it was such a good movie. I loved the script.
I loved the movie as well. That other woman, what is her name? Your friend?
My friend, my sister, my soulmate, Adria Organa.
Let's look it up. Live journalism. She was also in Blink Twice.
So I played beer pong with her. We were beer pong partners at a party once.
Adria, I believe you would pronounce it Orjana. She's Puerto Rican.
Right. She is so hot.
I mean, Puerto Rico, her Bad Bunny, there is something sexual going on.
I'm
over there.
really excited to see her in like a different role too. Like I think she's like, because Kunal and I on the way back were talking about like Dakota Johnson and her as actresses. Like Dakota Johnson has the razz, but she's not like a trained actor that like can do any role to me.
You know, when we were walking out of the movie, I was like, she was amazing. And you guys were both like, yeah, she was so much better in this film than in the other stuff that I've seen. I've always thought she was a really natural actor.
I think she's very natural. And like that, this doesn't mean that like you're not a good actress, but I don't think she can play many different types of roles. Like I think she kind of is like that sexy, flirty, soft, a little sassy. Like when she was in like Persuasion, for example.
I haven't seen it.
I watched the first 15 minutes and it was like, ooh, this is tough. Like you're like, to me, you're not that like malleable actor.
Right.
Whereas like Adria?
Yes, Adria. I mean, she's your friend. You should know.
I know that's true. We are so close. To me, she is like someone that like I could just see in acting class, like tackling all these different roles, like knowing the beats. Like, but I do think Dakota is supernatural, and I like watching her on screen. So like.
I never saw Hitman, which is what Adria was in, but when I saw her in Blink Twice, my breath was like taken away. I was like, that is such a gorgeous woman. And God, can she act? Like she is very present.
She's so present. She just like gets it. Like she goes there. I just think that she's like, and in Hitman, she's very like sexy and fiery. Yeah. I'm excited to see her do something like that's not as much focused on how gorgeous she is. Yeah. Like a very interesting role for her. Like I'm excited to see where she goes.
I completely agree. Yeah. That movie was great. All the acting was great. Who is that guy who played Dakota Johnson's husband? There was something so hot about him because he was so toxic.
He had the razz.
He had the razz. What can
also,
you say?
Like, you know, when you just watch a good actor and you're just like, you are incredible. Like the way he was just, God, like he hit every single line.
I would love to see him in more stuff. I'm sure he's like, huge, and we're like, he is this underrated underdog up and coming actor, and we can't wait to see what he does with his career.
Oh, I know. I'm like, yeah, well, I need to. Also, the other guy was really good too, like perfect at that kind of part of like a little losery, but like really sweet.
He was perfect, and man, did we see his dick over and over again. But you know what? I appreciate that because how many women's naked bodies have we seen? You know, it's time for some equity.
And you know what? Female produced movies show that.
Was this a female-produced movie?
Tea Time Productions, Dakota Johnson's production company.
No shit. I had no idea.
Yeah, she does really good movies. Like
Yeah.
I'm a fan of hers. I like would love just to have like a whiskey with her, you know what I mean? And just be like, how's it been?
Same. I have so many questions. I mean, her like she is like a generational nepo baby. Her grandparents were famous. Her parents are famous. Like the story she must have to tell. But she seems so down to earth.
She does. And I'm like, God, like dating Chris Martin for so long, being like, is she close with Gwyneth Paltrow? I think she was,
I
right?
think that they were really good friends. Well, interessant because in the movie they have like that whole scene about like a conscious uncoupling thing, and I'm like, well, I'm sure you know, art imitates life,
It really does, Claire. It
and
really
life
does.
imitates art.
Wow. And there it is.
Yeah.
And
Who
there it
are
is.
who are we talking about?
Unclear. Just new couples. Oh, speaking of new couples, I think we covered most of the new ones except for Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun.
I mean, I couldn't think of a better couple for each other. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
I couldn't dream up a better match, honestly. I think it makes complete sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they're honestly going to be really happy together.
That's really all I can say.
It's just like, I mean, I think she's like, to register as a Republican in Florida in this day and age is a choice.
It is it feels violent.
It feels violent. It feels violent. And I don't think Scooter gives a shit.
I don't think he does either, but like he was very, very vocal about his endorsement of Kamala, and he has like always posted some political things. So that is interesting to me. But then again, like, is that shocking?
Yeah. I'm like, wait, what?
I know. I was talking about this with Kunal, and he was like, oh, he did posts for Kamala. He was out there campaigning for her. Is that shocking?
A shocking. I like literally would never guess that.
Yeah.
I feel like he has his sunglasses on in a private jet with her right now, and she's like in his arms, and you know what? Fly, babies, fly.
Yeah. You guys happy that you're together because I think it makes sense. I'm trying to be kind.
I
But
think
that's
I was
really.
so kind.
Did you see the trailer for her new movie, the boxing movie? It just came
No,
out
but
this
I
morning.
do really want to see that.
I know. I know.
God, there are so many good movies right now. It's going to be a year for boxing. I don't know. Is The Rock, is that a boxing movie?
I
I
actually
think
don't
it's
think
like
it.
a wrestling thing.
Oh, it is a wrestling movie?
I think so. Or is he's not playing Andre the Giant. No, he's not.
It's something in the 90s because Emily Blunt was like, I channeled Posh Spice. I was like,
Oh?
what? Yeah, I was like, what is this movie? And then I got distracted, but I did want to look it up.
I saw the trailer for it not that long ago, and it does look like really good.
Well, he just was so moved by his performance in it. He was like, thank you for giving me the opportunity. I'm not just a pretty face, you know?
I love that. I really, you know, like Hollywood can be so eye roll, and it is like obviously, especially in this day and age and the world we're living in. But I do think sometimes it's okay to be like, art is really cool, and to be able to like really go there is really cool.
Yes, my God. And to see actors like, I don't know, it's always moving to me to see actors be like, thank you. Like, I'm in a completely different genre. And this was like, I never thought I'd get the opportunity. Like, that's beautiful.
I know. I think so too. Like we have to find joy anywhere we can. And so if we need to find that in the movies, like that is a great place to find it.
Please, everyone is saying that Leo's new movie, the Paul Thomas Anderson, is one of like IndieWire was like it's the best movie we've ever seen.
People are freaking out. He is a person that if they are in a movie, I will always want to go see it because he is a movie star.
He is a movie star. I trust his artistic like integrity. I know it's just going to be so interesting. Like, 'cause he only does like one movie every usually few years.
Tess and I were talking about this, and Tess and Kunal and I have all been in a discussion of what qualifies a movie star and what doesn't. And, you know, Kunal and I have been going back and forth whether George Clooney is a movie star.
Right.
I think that George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio are all great actors, but I think Leonardo DiCaprio is the only one out of the three of them that can fully transform.
I couldn't agree more. Like with Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt's a good actor. I've never been like, holy shit, like that performance was crazy. Because I'm usually a little like distracted either by his like handsomeness.
Uh-huh.
I mean, but he is good. Like when I watched Seven recently and I hadn't seen that, I was like, God, you're good.
No,
But,
he's
but
great.
it's not the Leo way.
He's great. He's a great actor. Does he fully transform out of being Brad Pitt? I don't know.
No, like I can't see Brad Pitt doing like Django or Wolf of Wall Street like Leo, you know?
Or What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Oh, God.
I know.
Oh, God.
I feel like What's Eating Gilbert Grape gets brought up on Ram at least once a month. At least once a month.
We need to have a movie night and just jump off a cliff after we watch it together.
It was just always on in my house, I feel. And then at the end, when the house is burning, I feel like you're just staring at the TV like, ugh.
It's like the movie that both of us watched way too young that made us feel like sick to our stomachs, but we also like it would always just come on TV and we'd be like, okay, again.
No, well, it's like, well, this is what I'm doing with my afternoon.
God, I mean, the way that man can act. But you know what is funny in the red carpet? I just saw Leo on. He was like, the interviewer was like, what's your advice to young actors? And he was like, I get it. Like, it took me a while too. I was like, no, it didn't.
Literally, no, it didn't.
I was like, honey, you got growing pains when you were 9 or 10?
He's like, I was auditioning since I was in diapers, so it took me 9 years.
I mean, like, yeah, I think that's, and he was like, you know, so I get when you're just like, I can't get to the top. And I was like, you've been at the top since you graced us with your beautiful, beautiful face at such a young age.
I mean, truly. So he said that, does he say he doesn't smoke weed?
I think he had a little playful, like they asked him, did you do method for this? And he was like, well, like my character is someone that is like waking and baking and smoking 24/7. He's like, so I can't do that. And they were like, so you didn't go method? He's like, no, not method. So of course that man smokes. Oh my God, he smokes so much weed, I feel. Of course,
same. But he, on this red carpet tour, I am like, honey, whatever you're taking, I want, because he is just as happy as a clam. And I love it. It's a breath of fresh.
I mean, you know, he will always just be my one and only movie star, celebrity that I just like really, it's like, it's the only man I really care about in the celebrity world. And, you know, like he's everything to me.
Yeah.
He's everything to me.
I get it. I mean, yeah, I can't wait to see that movie. It's going to be so good.
Oh my God, it's going to be so, so good. I can't wait.
I can't either. What else is going on in our world?
I would like to mention Hilary Duff.
Oh my God, of course. Also, we never answered how we felt about Emrata Austin Butler.
I think it's going to be like they're going to hook up a few times and keep it moving.
I agree. He seems like a really kind person. I think that she might just be a lot smarter than him with love and light, like with so much love and light.
I think like Emrata, like right now, she said that she's just focusing on her relationship with her gay best friends and her women in her life and her son. And she was like, men are just going to come and go. So like, I love that for her right now. When she does like date someone seriously, I want her to be with like, I think she's had a tendency to go for like kind of fuck boys or someone that's like not as smart as her, like you said. And I hope that she kind of like, I don't know, I want her to be with someone really cool.
I will say Austin Butler's thing about embarrassment I found to be like very profound.
Totally.
So Austin Butler was interviewed. Was it the subway thing? I think it was the guy with the subway card, or maybe not. It was in New York, and he was like, embarrassment is what is it? Unexplored emotion. Like, we are so afraid of embarrassment, so we will do anything not to even go near that emotion. And so that stops us from so many things in our life because we don't want to be embarrassed. And it's like, what is on the other side of cringe? What is on the other side of embarrassment if we just allow ourselves to explore that emotion and be like, oh my God, I didn't die. I'm embarrassed, but I didn't die.
Yeah, it's so true. It's something that we can't even touch because it's just so sensitive.
Yeah. So, you know, maybe he is a smart king. I don't know. I'm not trying to doubt his intelligence at all. It's just she's very womanly and wise. She's
so smart. She's like such an intelligent person. But yeah, I think they probably had a little fun, you know.
I hope so.
Have a few little hookups. Why not?
It's just like in this world, we need more hot people to be together.
We really do, Claire.
For the mental health.
Yeah, just to see it.
Exactly. So
just to see it. My God.
I agree. Okay, what were you talking about?
Hilary
Duff.
Hilary Duff announced that she is back in the studio. She's coming out with new music next year. And in addition to that, she's a docu-series maybe is going to follow her. And it's the people that did the Taylor Eras tour.
So smart.
I mean, so she did have it. Did you ever watch her documentary when she was like 16, Fly?
I don't think so.
It's great. It's great. I just love her so much. I'm still like, to me, she's like a celebrity where I still get really excited to see and I want to hear her talk. And she makes me feel like I'm like 12 years old and obsessed with her again. She's with Matthew Como? That's the last name, right?
I think so.
Yeah. And he's a musician and they're collaborating and his stuff is really fun. So I just think it's going to be really good, fun pop. Like she knows what the people want. She knows what her background is. I'm so happy for her.
She has played her career so well.
She really has. It's actually like fascinating.
She has never had a flop era.
Never.
But I will say she's always been more kind of under the radar, I think. I think she has been the underdog in a lot of ways.
Because she was always compared to like the Olsen twins or Lindsay Lohan, or like she was like right below that like mega like teen star. I mean, she had a little flop, like quote flop era. I think like when it was like after her second album.
When she was brunette?
When she was brunette.
Yeah.
And I love that album actually, With Love, I think it's called. No,
Yeah,
Dignity.
Oh, well, the song With Love.
And the perfume.
Oh, yes, of course, the perfume, the commercials
yes,
for it.
Yes. Oh my God. But then after that, she was trying to do some like indie movies like Greta, and those were a little tough.
Yeah.
I think she had a couple years where like she was out of her relationship with, what's his face, Joel Madden?
Yeah. And then she got with the hockey player, right?
Then she got with that hockey player. She was with that guy who was the founder of Rise Nation in West Hollywood for a little bit, that trainer.
Really?
You should see some of their paparazzi photos. I was like, I feel like this man just...
It was hot.
I feel like they were very into each other. Like there was like always photos of him like grabbing her butt. Like they had like a very like... Yeah.
I love a butt grab.
I love butt grab too.
That movie in Splitsville. Sorry, guys. I'm not ruining anything and I'll stop talking about it. But there was a moment where he hugged her and his hand was so low on her butt. And I was like, hello.
It's just something so like subtle, you know, but you're just like, oof.
Yeah, I know. I'm picturing it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Good for Hilary. Good for Hilary.
She's like, whoa, is it hot in here? Yeah. I think that 2026 is going to be a massive year for Hilary Duff.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, that woman is just banking she was in like How I Met Your Mother and got a crazy contract for
How I Met Your Father.
Father on Hulu, yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't around that long, right?
I think just 2 seasons, but I think she got like, I saw something which you never know, but I think she got like 10 million a season or something.
What? I mean, she has that name now where she doesn't have to like do anything. And I think that we saw that with the Lizzie McGuire reboot, that she was like, I'm not going to do this unless it's like in a way that makes sense.
And like, how amazing for her to be like, This is like, she literally is like, this is going to be disrespectful to fans who are millennials. Like, they're going to be like, what the fuck is this?
I just love a celebrity docuseries or a documentary.
Same. And like, I just feel like she's so honest about like her journey in Hollywood with like all of it. And I'd love to hear what she just has to say.
I agree. I can't wait. Wait, when is the new music coming out? Do you know?
I think she said next year. So I'm sure it's going to be like in a while, maybe like 6 months from now or something. But like, I will be, if she performs, we have to go see her.
I feel like there's no way that she doesn't tour if she's putting new music out.
I think she's ready. I think she misses it. And like when the last time she was touring, she was like a teenager.
Did you see her?
I never saw her, which I actually cannot believe I didn't. I don't know why.
Because I saw her.
You saw her, which tour?
It was in 2003 or 4, I think.
Metamorphosis, or maybe
it probably was that.
Fly. Is it Fly? Is it the album?
I had her Walmart clothes on because she had a clothing line at Walmart. So I had a denim like schoolgirl kind of skirt with like a silver charm belt. And like a white kind of baby doll tee. I
don't like Donna and Molly saw her. I don't know where the hell I was. I don't know what I was doing. It will always be a regret because I was obsessed with her. My God.
I've always really liked Hilary Duff, but I feel like you and your crew like love Hilary Duff.
We love, like, she is like our queen icon legend.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, was just such a staple. Like, I mean, she really like influenced all of us of like for so long.
I feel like y'all's Hilary Duff was almost like my Hannah Montana.
It's like that like 3-4 years was so different in like that fandom. Like, Yeah, because like Kunal always asked me, he's like, "Oh, were you like Hannah Montana and Sweet Life is?" And I was like, I was too old by that point. Like,
I love Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I had the biggest crush. I'll never forget when I had a dream that I was in a play with Dylan and Cole Sprouse, and we were in the green room together, and Cole and I fell in love because I was obsessed with Cole when I was young.
it's so real because I like this just shows like our 3-year gap. I had a dream after the Lizzie McGuire episode with Aaron Carter that he was pushing me on a swing set at the park across my house, and that we fell in love. And I literally woke up being like, "So that's what it feels like to be in love."
R.I.P. King.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. But I still liked Hilary Duff. Lizzie McGuire was one of the first shows I remember when my family got Disney Channel in second grade that I was like, I cannot wait to watch Lizzie McGuire.
You know that it was only one season?
What?
Donna just texted me this the other day, and I was like, "That's crazy."
Wait, what?
Or maybe 2. She said 1 or 2.
That sounds right that it was. How many seasons was Lizzie McGuire?
In my mind, it was
2
8.
seasons.
Great.
Wow.
I thought that went on forever and ever.
Same. It was a lifetime.
I would love to rewatch it, actually.
Me too. Were you ever a That's So Raven watcher?
Of course, I love That's So Raven. I loved Even Stevens, That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire.
That's So Raven got me in trouble because I talked back to my mom in a way that she did not appreciate. And I was like, well, Raven talks to her mom like that. And she was
Of
like, well, you're
course.
not Raven. So
Of course, I would do the same thing. I think the Olsen twins said that.
yeah. Which, speaking of the Olsen twins, they've been photographed out and about lately.
For the first time in like a decade?
Yeah. So it's like, what's going on?
They were with Elizabeth Olsen
Yes.
at some charity thing. They were with like, I'm actually like, they're not married, but they're dating people, right?
Well, they were married at one point because wasn't Kate married to the same guy who was out and about with Countess Luann?
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, that's
Which,
right.
by the way, you might be like, that is the craziest, like he has so much range. No, I feel like Mary-Kate Olsen and Countess Luann are more similar in ways that I can't even explain.
I think that you should make a TikTok about that.
Okay.
Like, please, because I couldn't agree with you more, actually. And if you get it, you get it.
You get it. And I think mainly like the big identifier that pulls them together is cigarettes.
100%. Cigarettes and being like fucking rich and like kind of not knowing what it's like not to be rich.
And being a partier and just being like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're Cancers. Or no, they're Geminis.
They're Geminis. Yes. Yes.
Iconic.
Yeah. So I mean, they're looking so good too. Like they just look so cool.
They really do. I mean, they're the coolest. They've always been like talk about never going through a flop era.
I mean, I feel like we need to do a Taylor's version of our Mary-Kate and Ashley episode.
I would love nothing more.
I think that it's like time soon. By the way,
yeah.
Do you think, I saw this in our Notion notes, so I'm going to say it live. Do you think we should do a Kennedy's month in January?
Let us know. We should also ask on the History Monday episodes to our kids. I don't know if guys, are these the same? Can you let us know if who's listening to this?
Literally, Tess and I are still showing up every week, just being like, "Yeah, we're gonna keep putting out pop culture episodes." And we're like, "Who's here?"
And look, like the numbers are good. It's all,
Yes.
but we're like, are you guys just Rammy? Not just Rammies, because we love you.
Oh, my, come on.
Are you the history Rammies or are you new people? Please let
Yeah.
us know. Who are
Yeah.
you?
Who are you? Drop it in the Spotify comments. Are you here from Ram history, or did you find us on your own? Are you listening to both? Or are you just let us know?
We're so confused but delighted at the same time.
Delighted. Who are you?
Who the hell are you? But yes, should we do Kennedy's? I think a Kennedy's month would be so fun.
It just has to happen. And it's like, do we do it around the Ryan Murphy show? I have such fear.
I have such doubts.
Oh my God. This JFK Jr. TikTok went across my desk yesterday.
Him smoking at graduation?
100% Tess. Well, we had the same algorithm because we had the same TikTok account. But I was just like, it would be devastating for me to be in the same time era as him, because I'd be like, why am I not with him?
I think I would just like live with a broken heart.
Same.
Like he's a star.
He is a star. It must have been so complicated being one of his bros, because like it must have like risen your star, but you would be like, why am I not him? Like not only to be that hot and cool, but like you're a Kennedy.
I can't imagine. I'm so excited for all like a Carolyn Bassett JFK Jr. episode. I think it's just like the people want it. Yes, I think maybe we should like do it closer to the show. I
Yeah, I
think
agree.
Rosemary Kennedy has always been requested.
And you guys don't
Jackie,
even
of
Jackie.
course.
And honestly, you guys, like their dad, JFK's dad, Joe Kennedy, is fascinating. Like he was involved in the mobs.
I think yeah, we should just do it. Let us know if you guys would be interested in it and like
Yeah.
when we should drop that shit.
Yeah, I agree. I do want to give a shout out. We're all over the place. To Overcompensating, getting a season 2.
I mean, that would have been heartbreaking if it didn't. Like, I'm so happy for him. Like, what? How exciting! I'm sure he's getting more money from Amazon this season. Like, I just am delighted for him.
I wonder if that was the holdup on the announcement of season 2. If there was some negotiations.
I hope so. Like, you have so much leverage. That was one of the most popular shows of the year. Like, it's what people were craving. It was so smart. Like, I can't wait.
If you guys haven't watched Overcompensating on Amazon, do. Benny Drama is just brilliant. Mary Beth is fantastic. And I just feel like pride for him because I've been following him since like 2018.
I know. It's like those people that you're just like, you deserve this. I'm like, that
Yes.
doesn't always happen to, it's not always the case.
No, it sure isn't, Tess.
Was there any last story you want to talk about before?
Oh, well, we should, and I feel like for Alice, mention Nina Dobrev.
Nina Heather Dubrow?
Oh my God. Nina and Sean
I think
split.
Dobrev, right?
Dobrev. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm just like not really familiar with her work.
It's like crazy to me, actually. I was just thinking about them the other day being like, good for them that they're still. So they got engaged just last year, and I guess engagement is off, which is always like something bad has to happen when you call off your engagement.
I know.
You
But you know
know?
what? You guys, like, thank God for them that they called it off in the engagement. Like, it must be really scary to call off an engagement, but it's better then than to, have to go on down the road.
That's true, Claire. Like, yeah, good for you for knowing, know thyself, know your relationship. And like, if that's not going to work, don't sign that shit.
No, and it's not embarrassing. Like, it's respectful. It's self-respect to get yourself out of a situation that's not working for you.
So they kind of had like a hard year because she got into a very severe accident.
I didn't know about this.
I think she got into a ski accident, something where I think she like not broke her leg, but like she's been in like a cast for like a year.
Now that kind of sounds familiar.
So,
Remember, I saw him at Gran Blanco last May.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Handsome man.
Oh yeah, like yeah. You were like you wouldn't think it, but you were like he's cuter in person.
Well, he's had such a glow up over the years too.
Yeah. At first, it was like, well, I was like, okay. She used to come into the spin studio I worked at for years and was always very nice to me.
I saw her at the Now massage one time too.
She was always like very sweet and respectful and like would like ask like nicely to like, yeah, she's sweet.
They seemed like a cool, fun couple. I didn't really keep up with it that much.
It does make me sad kind of.
Me
I was like, that's too bad. I thought that they were kind of like, yeah. I thought they were
Me
cute.
too.
Really
They've been
did.
together for 5 years. That's like a long time.
And in Hollywood, that's like 15 years.
Isn't it crazy?
It is crazy.
Yeah. So hopefully that they're okay and, they find their way. I'm sure they're going to be fine.
I'm sure that, yeah, they're both, they'll both be okay.
They'll be okay.
They're both hot. They're both rich. They're both successful. Like, good for you.
God, dating in Hollywood, it just must be so interesting. That's like when Paige DeSorbo wifed her. I don't know if that's like a great term to say. Sorry. As soon as I said that, I was like, I actually don't like me saying that. When Paige DeSorbo got into a relationship so fast, I was like, why?
The fascinating thing about Hollywood relationships is you can literally like ask your manager, like, I'm interested in this person. Like set it up. It's like you can pick and choose whatever you want.
Which is probably why a lot of them don't last for so long. But just imagine being like, that one. Hey, make a call and be like, could you find a way? Do you know them? Like, could you intro?
I mean, that happened with like Kristen Cavallari and her ex-husband who now is arrested for DUI. Did you see? Jay Cutler?
Well, every time his face pops up on my social media, I immediately just keep scrolling.
It's not good. Like nothing is ever good. Yeah, he's in jail.
He's in jail?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
At least I think so. Yeah.
That sucks for her. I mean, that's the father of her kids. That really sucks. Is she dating anyone right now?
Not right now. Not right now.
Interesting. Did you ever finish watching her show?
I did. I did.
How was the Craig and Austin episode?
Like, so disappointing. The whole show, you know, I love my toxic queen, Kristen Cavallari. The whole show was so, I was like, this did not have to be a show.
Well, that's what I was shocked when I started watching it. And I was like, wait, this is just live tour footage. That's all the show was. I thought it was going to be like very Cavallari.
It would be like 5 minutes of like a phone call with her friend or her and Justin Anderson, like getting into a fight.
Yeah. We have thoughts about Justin Anderson.
We do, but we'll keep it light. We'll keep it positive.
Justin Anderson is her hairstylist.
Yeah, we have some, you know, mutual friends. We'll leave it at that.
Speaking of hairstylists, did I send it to you guys? I think I did, of Chris Applegate doing Chris's makeup, and they did the sound from Devil Wears Prada.
She's an actress.
Chris ate down. Like, why is Chris not acting in movies?
Why isn't Ryan Murphy putting her in shit? He puts all the, you know, everyone else in them.
100%. Like, someone needs to be a momager to Chris, and I'm willing to do that.
We need to find her in any way.
If nothing else, for cinema, you know?
For the arts.
For the arts. Yeah, she was incredible. So I just had to give her a shout out. And God, that facelift, like we've never seen anything like it before.
You're looking good, Chris. The devil works hard.
But Kris Jenner works harder. I miss her. And I know you guys are going to be upset about that. Sorry. Like Kris Jenner is my toxic person. And I think it's so fair to feel the way that a lot of people feel about the Kardashians, and I don't disagree with you at all. I love Kris.
Yeah, we really do find her very entertaining, and she is a fucking genius mogul, and you have to give her that at least, you know.
You have to.
You have to.
Really do. Yeah, well, summer's coming to an end. I mean, I feel like we can officially say that it's over, so it's going to be like a whole new chapter in pop culture, I feel.
It is, and like we said, we'll be recapping Mom Talk and The Bachelorette when it comes on, and
I think we'll be able to go back to recapping Bravo because Salt Lake City will be on
Beverly Hills.
We can watch.
Will be on. Well, God, let's hope Beverly Hills isn't on Thursdays.
I think that, like, to me, Bravo putting both housewife shows on Thursdays was very telling. I don't think Thursdays is a good night for television. Thursdays is basically the start of the weekend.
Because last season, Beverly Hills, and mostly that's on Tuesdays.
I feel like the good time slots are Sunday through Wednesday. And Wednesday is usually Thursdays is usually like a Southern charm.
Oh, don't you love a Sunday night like HBO show?
Love.
Nothing like it.
I love that. Wait, what show? Oh, Meghan. Oh, we didn't even talk about Meghan.
Guys, Meghan season 2. We'll wrap up with Meghan because what a great way to put a pretty bow on it.
Put a sweet little bow.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
When I needed, yesterday was such a spooky day, like, and I will just leave it at that.
We were on the brim.
We were on the brim of freaking out. So when I had a cup of tea and I was in bed and I opened my laptop and Meghan started playing and she walks into a library and she was like, isn't there just something so special about a bookstore? I was like, you got that right, sis.
You're like gifting someone a book of something that they love. It's magic. It's magic.
She's like, and what's better than a gift of a story?
God, we love her being out. I was getting some good ideas. I really was. I was like, not like I'm ever going to do them.
Well, Tess, I thought that when I was watching her wrap a present, I was like, okay, I need to see how she's doing it.
Same. Did you get to the episode where she's like making like the compote butter and she's like, this is such a nice house, like a gift to bring over besides a bottle of wine. Like it's so like special. And I was like, never even fucking thought of that, you little cute thing.
You sweet little thing. It's just so sweet.
It's just so fantastic.
And
she says it so much every episode.
And then she's like, and my favorite little thing to do is sprinkle these flower sprinkles on there. I just think it is the prettiest touch.
She's always like, my husband makes fun of me for saying herbs. He's like, it's herbs. And I'm like, no, it's herbs. And my husband thinks that's so silly.
You do such a good Meghan. I enjoyed seeing Tan France on there. That's where I fell asleep. And I woke up at 2 a.m. in a daze and it was still playing with like my lights on and stuff. So that was a little unsettling.
That is unsettling. Watch the end of the Tan episode because it's really, really emotional.
Okay, I haven't got there. I did fall asleep.
He's like truly moved by something that she gifts him, and I teared up.
Oh my God. I liked him being on there because he is used to being in front of the cameras and he has to do this with Queer Eye. So he brought the energy, which I feel like she was kind of like, you're stealing my shine.
I think she was a little threatened by it. I think she
so
was.
too. When she was like,
Mhm.
well, someone's just full of bees.
Yeah, I was like, Meghan, please. This man is a star, and let him be a goddamn star, you know?
Truly, she was like, stop it.
Oh, we love her.
She is just my Helen from Bridesmaids Queen. And I appreciate every little thing when she was like, you should always have puff pastry in your freezer.
I am gonna miss falling asleep every night to the show. It like really calms me down, and I need it.
Same. And she's just so beautiful.
She is so stunning. It is unreal. Her face is insane.
It's insane. And I love her nails are always like the light pink.
Same.
Natural short.
You know what else I really love?
What?
Her pinky ring that looks like an engagement ring.
I clocked that tea, sis, as well.
I was like, I want one.
Yeah, I love that. You know what? It looked like it was moissanite.
It did actually look like that, but I don't think that she would wear.
I don't either, which I'm like, moissanite is such a great option for an engagement ring. It's literally no shade to moissanite at all. I just thought that it looks like it was moissanite.
Yeah, because moissanite often is like flat, like they put like flatter diamonds or flatter, what's it called? Rings with moissanite. But I think that must be a nice little
real
gift.
Diamond. Yeah, moissanite is it's a stone that looks a lot like a diamond, and it's really good, more affordable option for a diamond.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
But that would be so cool if she had a moissanite ring.
It would, but I'm like, Meghan wouldn't.
No, Meghan wouldn't. That's the thing, is like she's never going to.
All of her clothes are so expensive. I guess she did wear some Amazon dress during the series that sold out within like 2 seconds. Like she's so influential.
It's crazy.
Like her and Hailey Bieber, like you guys can like, I really want to try her wine, but it's just like impossible to get.
Meghan's wine?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she had a wine.
She does. It's rosé.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not a big rosé girly, but I would be for Meghan's rosé.
I would buy it for her. I would trust it.
Tess and I were texting back and forth, and I just want to put it out here on the pod and manifest this. I would love for Tess and I to go on With Love Meghan. That's what it's called, right?
Yes, yes.
And she, I think, would love that we have a history podcast, and she'd be like, oh, you girls, I love history as well. She would make us martinis. I think that we would say some stuff that like would be funny to us and wouldn't quite land with her, and she would keep it moving.
She'd be like, you girls are so silly. And then just like wouldn't really, and then we'd be like, just cut it, stop.
Yeah, exactly. And so then we would have that filming at Montecito, and we'd be like, I can't believe that just happened to us. And then Tess and I would go out to dinner at Lucky's in Montecito afterwards and celebrate, and then go stay at the Rosewood.
We're manifesting it, you guys. You heard it here first. Please let it happen to us. By God, let it happen.
Yeah, universe, you hear that? I think it would just be amazing.
Please, we need to write it down. So whenever we write shit down, it happens.
Yeah, our manifestation list from earlier this year was crazy, the things that have already happened.
Yep, it's true.
Manifestation is real, you guys.
Get
and
on
Meghan would believe that, because look at her life.
Of course. She got everything she wanted.
Yeah, literally.
Truly, we love that for her.
We really do. Well, you guys, what a fun week.
What a fun week. What a fun episode. Follow us everywhere at Right Answers Mostly, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube if you want to watch this. And we'll be back next Friday with more pop culture.
You got that right. We love you, Rammies.